Hello, my sad emo family. Today we're doing a sad emo episode of Mac Music Review and looking at the song Binary C by Death Cab for Cutie. Binary C is the closing track on Death Cab for Cutie's 2015 LP Kintsugi, an LP that wasn't super positively reviewed by fans or critics. Nobody really cared for this album, except for me. I love this album, and one of the reasons I love this album is this closing track. Sorry, there's like a wasp. I'm like scared of wasps. But this closing track is really something special. It's really something interesting. And I'm just gonna break it down, gonna analyze it, gonna review it, all that cool stuff in this episode of Mac Music Review. The song structure of this song is actually pretty unique in that it has 3 verses and only 2 choruses. It's more common for a song to have more choruses, more hooks than verses, but this song simply has starts with a verse followed by a chorus, verse followed by a chorus, and then it ends on the 3rd and final verse of the song. And interestingly also, the chorus of these songs are basically wordless. It's really literally written in the lyrics. It's just ooh, ooh, ooh is written. It's just Benjamin Gibbard vocalizing, just doing these like kind of haunting, kind of spooky oohs as he just kind of, which sounds kind of cringe when you say it like that, but it works very well in the song. So interestingly, no words during the chorus basically, just some oohing, some sound effects, and yeah. The production on this song is pretty simple. It really just consists of a repeated piano part, this big, like, profound piano piece. And then during the chorus, there are some drums and some electronic music thrown in. During the oohs, you have some slight variation in the music, but usually the demand, this really is a piano ballad, is what this comes across as, is a piano ballad. What's more interesting in the song, and what really grabs the attention, and what really is the focus of the song, is the lyrics, as is the case in a lot of Death Cab for Cutie music. And this very simplistic music, the piano ballad, along with the chorus not having any words, all adds to the weight and impact of the lyrics. You feel the lyrics a lot more, just really fully put your focus on the lyrics, which I'm going to jump into right now. The song is written in second person, and it feels like directly to the listener is who it feels like the song is written to. And in the song, he constantly references Atlas is the theme of the song. And Atlas is a fictional character, either Greek or Roman character, who had to lift a boulder up a hill. It's kind of an interesting story. He had to lift a boulder up a hill, but he could never, he's like doomed or cursed by the gods or by Ares or whatever to like move this rock up a hill, but it just kept going down the hill and he could never finish. And he has to, he completes his task once it gets all the way up the hill, but he can't get up the hill because it just ends up rolling down. And in the song, it's an interesting contrast because he talks about this binary C, he talks about ones and zeros, he talks about taking photos, he talks about messaging pictures to your friends, but it's all in the context of this character. So in the first verse, he sets up that Atlas was trying to move the rock up, and then you watched him struggle to his feet and took photos capturing his defeat and messaged them to all your friends, and you all laughed at his expense. So it's interesting what this song is saying, how we see something bad and we take pictures of it. We see something terrible happening and we even laugh at it. If you're familiar with America's Funniest Videos, this makes sense, as it's most of the videos are just people getting hurt in what we call comedic ways, but a lot of it is like people legitimately like probably taking some bad injuries and we're just laughing at them. And that's humor in America and other countries as well, but hey, that's what we think is funny. So yeah. And there's kind of, while I would say the chorus in this is the oohs, there is a refrain in this song: if there is no document, we cannot build our monument, which is first said in the second verse, but it repeats in the third verse with the line, for if there is no document, there cannot be a monument. So slightly different. In the second verse, he asks his love, "Oh, come my love and swim with me out in this vast binary sea," which is up for interpretation. It's definitely poetic, definitely isn't literal. And then he says, if there's no document, we cannot build our monument, saying there needs to be physical evidence. It's like taking a photo, like, it's kind of like, if no one is there to hear a tree crash, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's there to hear it, did it make a sound? It's like, if we don't take a photo, did it happen? Did it even happen? If there is no document, there cannot be a monument. Very interesting. But then in the third verse of this song, oh, Atlas could not stay engaged, was more distracted every day. You slowly fell into disarray. So maybe he's with quickly talking about Atlas and then going into the second person, talking about you directly. He may be saying that we are like Atlas in a way. We're constantly doing the same thing, but we can't complete it. Just in a cycle that's meaningless. It seems to be something he could be trying to say. You slowly fell into disarray, just trying to think of something to say. Repeats the refrain, if there is no document, you cannot build a monument. And then the final two verses, the final verse of the song. Final lines of the song, I should say. So lean in close or lend an ear. There's something brilliant bound to happen here. Binary Sea is one of my favorite closing tracks on any album because of this line, because of the build-up. I love the music. I love the very simplistic piano ballad, but you also have some drums thrown in, some electronic music during the chorus. I love how the chorus is basically wordless. It's just ooze. There aren't even lyrics. I love the focus on the lyrics. I love the allusion, the literary allusion to this character. I don't know if it's literary. I guess this, to a Roman or Greek myth, and then also contrasting it and relating it to like technology and electricity and stuff today. But then this final line, so lean in close. This is the very end of the album. So lean in close or lend an ear. There's something brilliant bound to happen here. And then the album ends. Not just the song ends, the album ends. It's very effective. It's very, you're kind of drawn into this story of Atlas, and it kind of relates it. Oh, you could be Atlas. And then leaning close or lend an ear. Something brilliant bound to happen here. It's just like, wow. Like it just kind of leaves you with, just kind of sit back like, I don't know. It's a pretty epic moment. And the vocals on this song are great. The lyrics are great. The music is great. This is a really, 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 really great song. It's great. Thank you for watching the video. What do you think of modern Death Cab for Cutie albums? Death Cab for Cutie, I'm a music critic and I absolutely adore these guys. I love this band. I love this band. Even their modern stuff, which has been so thrown under the rug. Honestly, Death Cab for Cutie has been negatively reviewed by critics since and after Transatlanticism. Everything after that was not positively reviewed, which to me is crazy, because especially with album Narrow Stairs, because that doesn't even get good ratings, and that's an incredible album. That's one of the best albums of the 2000s, and critics didn't like it, and that's just baffling. I mean, Benjamin Gibbard's talent as a songwriter, even the music on their albums, it's so high quality, so amazing, but people just don't appreciate them. People did not like this album, and I love it, and I love the ending to this album. It's a very powerful closing track. Really stands out in the track list because of the music and the lyrics and that last line that leaves you this feeling of what happens next. It's really amazing. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.